Are you going to storm the cinema?
No, I'm not Israeli to do that.
We're happy to be here and to see the movie, and you know the haters are out, but we're here.
What's the point of holding a Canadian flag? So you've been indoctrinated.
No.
Suck my dick.
This is just part of the Hamas propaganda.
Why would I attack you?
I'll give you 3 good reasons not to.
Come attack me.
We should have perspectives from everywhere at an international film festival.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in downtown Toronto, and I'm standing outside Roy Thomson Hall. This is where the film will be screened, a very controversial film, at least in some circles. It's Barry Averich's The Road Between Us, The Ultimate Rescue. It features the plight of an Israeli grandfather on October 7th, 2023, doing everything he could to rescue his family members. And as they say in Hollywood, lights, camera, action. Really the show that you want to see, or that is perhaps more profound, is happening outside Roy Thomson Hall, not inside the movie theater. We have pro-Israel demonstrators, and on the other side, well, we have the usual suspects, the pro-Hamas people, the Hamas-holes as I like to call them. And right away, par for the course, so many of them are wearing a disguise. I don't know why you're wearing COVID masks. That's 3 years in the rearview mirror. But anyways, you don't see a single Canadian flag on display. And it's kind of funny. I think these are the kind of people that enjoy the milk and honey of the Canadian social services network, but they have no regard for that. And folks, before I go any further, just check out what I've got behind us. Yes, my favorite vehicle, our Jumbotron equipped truck. We're not just practicing journalism, we're taking a stand for freedom of expression and a stand against censorship, what many of these pro-Hamas people would like, but Canada is not under Sharia law, at least not yet. And folks, can you help us out with the expenses for our truck? Can you please go to CanadaStandsWithIsrael.com. That's CanadaStandsWithIsrael.com. Sign the petition, and if you're able to, please kick in a donation so that we can continue to bring you the other side of the story and keep our beautiful truck on the road. In about less than an hour, the film is due to get screened. And it's very interesting. You might recall this made international headlines when the cowardly director of TIFF, Cameron Bailey, said they were dropping the documentary. Can you imagine that? They reversed course. I didn't think they went far enough. I think Mr. Bailey should resign in disgrace, but I doubt that's going to happen. So, as they say in Tinseltown, the show will go on. Let's see if there's any shenanigans in terms of the Hamas holes actually trying to storm the cinema. Stay tuned.
What has to go through their mind? To continuously murder, to poison the food that's being sent to starving children. Why do these people stand there?
Israel existed always.
There is no Israel. There's only Palestine.
What brings you out here today, sir?
We're here because the Toronto International Film Festival has decided to air a film that is a microcosmic component of a much greater narrative that pushes this, that justifies the genocide that's taking place in the 21st century.
Why are you here?
Why I'm here?
Yeah.
Why I'm here?
Are you going to storm the cinema, sir?
Sorry?
Are you going to storm the cinema?
No, I'm not Israeli to do that.
Oh, okay. Then why would they do that? It's a film about...
Only to show the whole world about the genocide.
Oh, you mean what happened on October 7th, 2023?
Keep lying about October.
Oh, that was the world's largest massacre of Jews since the Holocaust.
I challenged you previously. Give me one beheaded baby. What happened in 1948? Stop these crocodile tears.
Crocodile tears? There was almost 1,200 people massacred that day.
What about the 100,000 people killed?
Where are you getting those numbers?
Where are you getting your numbers?
Oh, it's been well documented.
Yesterday in Qatar.
If you don't like the film, there's a lot of stuff I see out there that I don't like. I turn the channel. I walk by. Why do you subscribe to cancel culture?
Because if you don't like a film, that film does not result in the death of thousands of children. But if there's a film that's pushing a narrative that is supporting destruction and the extermination of an entire demographic, that requires a slightly different response than simply turning off the TV.
But sir, wait a minute.
People like you like to turn off the TV every time you see something that doesn't conform to your ideology.
What does that sign mean, ma'am?
Pardon me?
What does your sign mean?
What does my sign mean? The number one cause of child deaths is the state of Israel. It's pretty plain.
Okay. Did the state of Israel cause all the child deaths on October 7th, 2023?
You can't take it out of context. I'm not agreeing. I don't agree with any violence whatsoever. I'm against all war. But Israel is a war
Well, then
state.
why are you choosing sides here today if you're against all violence?
Against a genocide that's happening.
Okay, like the one on October 7th?
October 7th was an unfortunate incident. It was
An
not a
unfortunate
genocide.
incident, the biggest massacre of Jews since
I'm
the
Irish
Holocaust?
Canadian. I know my history. Do you know yours? I was born in the UK.
Okay.
And I'm a Canadian citizen. I have no Palestinian DNA whatsoever. I
So
think
you've been
for myself.
indoctrinated.
No.
Because my understanding is that Israel prevents them from leaving. Nothing justifies this.
Folks, hopefully you can hear me okay. You see, the Hamas holes, as usual, have loudspeakers. Isn't that interesting? The police will shut down Christian street preachers if they amplify their message. But when it comes to these Islamists, no problem. I guess on the good news is they're not blocking the intersection to traffic to pray.
We're happy to be here and to see the movie, and you know the haters are out, but we're here.
You know, that is the point, isn't it, sir? That's the crux of the matter. Obviously, these are intimidation tactics to keep people away from this movie. I would argue they've...
Intimidating. I think they're showing who they are. Learn the issues. Let's chat about the issues. There are some serious issues here for both the Palestinian people and for the Israeli people. The legitimate, serious issues. Let's sit down. Let's talk about them. This kind of intimidation doesn't help anybody and only creates division and hate. And we want love in this world. We don't want hate.
Do you think, in a perverse way, these pro-Hamas demonstrators are doing you a service in that how many people knew of this film, The Road Between Us, prior to the outcry, and now, well, we're having a real-life version of the Barbara Streisand effect, aren't we?
Well, I mean, there are certainly those that would say that every press is good press.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you know, this is just part of the Hamas propaganda and the facade of anti-Zionism, which is really anti-Semitism.
What did you think of the original decision last month by Cameron Bailey, the head of TIFF, that he was dropping this documentary from the program, the only reverse course due to what I think was an international PR black eye?
It's a coward. He's kowtowing to the terrorists.
Yeah.
They started a war. We're retaliating against the war, and we're being punished.
It's just crazy to see how it's received, especially after all the backlash that had happened at the beginning of TIFF.
You're a lioness, are you?
Stop me. They will not intimidate me. They're the ones that should be ashamed, not us.
Useless.
Why are you so profane, sir?
Because Ezra's a fucking cunt. Suck my dick.
Wow, that's very intelligent and mature. Oh, look who it is. It's Anus. Anus, what brings you out here, sir?
Say my name properly, Menzies. You're on the wrong side. You know that, right?
Anus, are you concerned about using your pager?
Learn to say my name properly, Menzies. Learn to say my name.
I have trouble with these kind of names.
Canadian.
Okay, I'm not Canadian. I don't think your name is like, I don't know, Scottish.
What? What are you laughing about there, fatty?
Hey!
Fake security? You're fake look at this fake security. They can't even do anything. All they do is get all this gear. They can't do jack.
Why would you?
How dare you? How dare you?
On my knees!
you commit?
I went down on my knees and said I could kill a baby like this. I don't need guns.
What were you trying to say with that message?
I was trying to say you don't need guns to kill babies. It's not heroic to kill babies.
Did you want to kill babies?
Hell no!
Couple officers to block the media there so we can move.
Guys, we need you to move. We need you to move now. Move. Move.
Guys, let's go. Get back a bit.
Doesn't matter if you're filming. You just have to stay back. Thank you.
Where are we going? The bench there, guys. You guys want to hold over here and then get the man to come here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bite you? You guys want to bite, guys? You guys want to take him on? Why are you trying to bite him? Yeah. Are you afraid of biting? Well, yeah.
My muscle in your face, okay?
For you!
Okay, guys?
That's far enough. That's far enough.
Well, you know what, folks? I think we just witnessed the Christmas miracle in September, and by that I mean a member of the Hamas holes has been arrested and put in this paddy wagon. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's somebody like Salman Sima being arrested for displaying a Canadian flag. Can you imagine a peaceful counter demonstrator? Usually it's yours truly. I was arrested 5 times last year for practicing journalism in public. Do you think maybe the police and the city, there's Hamas hole fatigue setting in, that this nonsense, which is costing tens of millions of dollars, that enough is enough, and with reprobates like that acting violently, it's time to put the hammer down? Well, maybe. Let's see.
Menzies, the fact that you actually have fake security, you're scared for your life? You're scared for your life that much? Look, she's supposed to go by and you're blocking her away.
Anus, Anus, why don't you attack me and you'll see how fake they actually are? Why don't you attack me and you'll see how fake they are?
Why would I attack you?
I'll give you 3 good reasons not to.
Come attack me.
No, that's not my way. I know being pro-Hamas, you're all about violence. That's not my way, baby.
Yes, that is your way.
No, it ain't.
You are a psychopathic criminal.
What makes me psychopathic?
You are a sociopath because if you...
Oh, now I'm a sociopath. Well, what is it, a sociopath or a psychopath?
Sociopath. You are a psychopath.
We are Canadians.
I'm just asking a question.
Here peacefully.
Okay. Are you really a Canadian? I don't see any Canadian flags.
Okay, we are Canadians.
Where are the Canadian flags?
Canadians against the genocide.
I see these Palestinian flags.
What's the point of holding a Canadian flag if you're not going to uphold the long-standing Canadian value of peacekeeping and fighting against genocidal states that are trying to ethnically cleanse an entire demographic? What is the point of holding a piece of cloth if you're willing to spit on the values that flag is supposed to represent? I can hold a flag and I can wear a poppy and I can pretend to be a patriotic Canadian.
Do you wear a poppy?
Journalists at Rebel News do.
Do you wear a poppy on November 11th?
Yes, I do. And if you do not believe in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms,
he's a liar. Come on.
I just don't believe it.
You don't believe it.
You know what, folks? Isn't this a sad sign of the times? Back when I was growing up in Toronto, you bought a movie ticket and you just went in the cinema. Now look at this. It is security screening that would rival that of an international airport, and I guess with good reason. We know how violence-prone the Hamas holes are, but again, so sad that people have to be frisked, they have to have their handbags searched, just because they want to see a documentary here in Toronto in the Dominion of Canada. Unbelievable. And sir, I always thought it was ever thus. If you didn't like something, you change the channel, or you don't buy a ticket. Why is it that we have a culture right now where if the opinion, the narrative runs contrary to what they believe, that film, that show, that comedian, whatever it is, has to be censored?
I don't know, I think we've seen it a lot this war, since the beginning and even before this war, from pro-Hamas activists. It's terrifying to see what it's become in Canada specifically.
To be honest, I would go and watch a movie that was a reasonable movie, that was a legitimate movie, that was created by the Palestinian community. I would go and see it. And I would not be protesting this way. This is hateful. This isn't Canada. These are not Canadian values.
I feel like it should have been a couple more screenings like it was originally planned, especially the press and industry one was an important one. And then they took that away and shared it in this one. I didn't think that was cool.
Sir, do you think Prime Minister Mark Carney is a supporter of Israel and the Jewish community?
Absolutely not. He's a world economic guy. No, he's not a supporter of Israel or Judaism.
Recognition of Palestinian statehood, I think, is absolutely ridiculous, especially with hostages still held.
Well, folks, it is 2:10. The last stragglers are being led into the cinema. So the film was delayed by a few minutes, but it certainly wasn't canceled. Meanwhile, the Hamas holes, it looks like they didn't get the memo. They're still raising a ruckus. I think maybe we should film that, an ancient piece of show business, namely the immortal bard's Macbeth. Precisely the line, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Folks, as you can see, we're not just practicing journalism today, we are taking a stand for freedom of expression and taking a stand against censorship. So many people want this documentary scrubbed. That's not going to happen. That's why we brought our Jumbotron-equipped truck, and we are getting our message out loud and clear, and you can help us out. You can go to CanadaStandsWithIsrael.com. That's CanadaStandsWithIsrael.com. Sign the petition, and if you're able to, kindly make a donation so that Rebel News can continue to bring you the other side of the story.